Hello guys, and again I'm making an instructional video. This time for my bone collector. Alright, I'm going to start with the first step. Take him out of the box, making sure none of the wires are tangled. Find the head. Now this head will be a little bit wobbly. It won't be completely stable. Slip the head on. Listen for a little snap, and you know it's locked into place. Now, before you start plugging in all the adapters and all that, you might want to adjust the legs and the arms. Due to the shipping, you have to unwind the arms because he's like sitting in a pretzel-like pose to fit into the box. So, now you find this part on this and connect it to the adapter. But I have something to show you before I plug this prop in. Back here there are two little feet back here. Right over here. I can feel the rest of this is smooth, but down right over here there's a little stick coming out. Right over here it's smooth, but right here the foot feels like something that would be hooked up to the rising creeper, you know, like something like this. But of course it's not removable, but it feels like there's something like this in there. But it's not removable, but it feels like there's something in there that steadies him a little bit. Alright then, now let's test him out. This prop I have seen a few spirits with him this year, but don't be surprised if your spirit does not have one. There's a good reason I'm bringing the camera up like that for you who own him or know what he does, and you know why it's raised. So this prop is set off by any loud noise, such as a clap.
Once you enter my house, you'll never get to leave.
This prop is very crazy.
Soon, this nightmare will end. Until then, your soul is mine. Well, it is nice to see some warm flesh again. You better run before you become my next meal.
One more stage, once after you test him. Make sure he's sturdy. There's only another way to make him a little bit less easier to knock over. Move his arms to support him. And that'll make him look a little bit more realistic if you have the arms to his sides, like shown. It'll look more like he's trying to hold himself up on the table. And you want to spread out the legs a little. Now you can see there's a wire in there. You want to make sure the arms are nice and separate like that. Any other pose will do, but if you're going to put him in a pose with his arms up like you saw in the video of him just going off, you will want him with a chair that has a back on it. If you're using him on something like this, you want to have his arms supporting him. In shipping, these might be lifted up. Underneath them, there's a wire and foam. You want to make sure that that's down to give him some realism. And that's how you set up your bone collector prop from Spirit Halloween, and exclusively only at